Immortal technique. My name is Immortal Technique. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to everybody that came and showed up. Everybody that took time out of their personal life and their day to be here and to support this cause. I think that creating a treatment center that utilizes Ibogaine in Kabul, Afghanistan is incredibly telling for several reasons. Not only to, of course, be able to address the needs of people that are looked over, people that are criminalized already in our society without us knowing their names or knowing anything about their lives, but it also has an incredible reverberation that will take place if it does happen. In other words, people will say, here's a country that was basically bombed into the Stone Age by the United States, by Britain, by the Russians, by every single other person that has come there and tried to take control forcibly of that land. And here we are in the first world with all of these advantages, all of these encrusted jewels, all of these beautiful clothes. And here, humbling us in their poverty, are people who care about their people enough to say, we want an Ibogaine treatment center. We want something that is clinically proven to reset addiction, to help people that are suffering. And this is not going on in the United States. This is going on in a place that the United States has effectively destroyed, that was destroyed when we got there, that has been a system that has continuously had a revolving cycle of destruction. We have to also accept that our presence as the United States of America and our presence as a military is partially justified by having an overreaching heroin trade that expands around the world, that originates in Afghanistan. And that if we can effectively address the addiction issues that occur at the very heart of the place where 90% plus of the world's heroin is coming from, then it enables us to severely question the policy that this country has that wastes American lives, that wastes American infrastructure to try and control other people. Because we can't control other people's lands. That's always a farce when we say, oh, we want to control the land. No king can control the land. Solomon in all his glory couldn't force the sun to rise or fall. You know, Xerxes tried to whip the sea because he was angry that the ocean destroyed his ships, but he couldn't do it. No Chinese emperor could tell the sun he didn't want to see the sun that day, or that it couldn't come out. So what we're really saying is we want to control the people on that land, that we want to control what they do with their natural resources. And the greatest natural resource that an individual has is their body, is their person, is who they are, because that encompasses their culture, that encompasses everything that they are as an individual. And that doesn't need a physical possession for you to be the owner of that, the representative of that for yourself. So I think that doing this in a place like that and giving people the self-determination and the ability to destroy something that was built to destroy humanity, because that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about addiction or we talk about these specific drugs. They were Scheduled 1 by this government for a reason, so that people who were making money off them previously couldn't make money off them, not because they were interested in having them be a cure. We had a long, interesting discussion about the prolonged effects of these so-called solutions to the problem, and yet there's no solution. It's just a prolonging effect. So what we say is that we demand that people look more into Ibogaine. We demand that our government look more into Ibogaine without trying to control it, without trying to monopolize the effects of that, without saying we should just determine who gets this treatment based on who has the most money. Because in the end, we realize that the 1%, ironically, isn't terrified of communism. They're not as terrified of socialism as they're terrified of other capitalists that just want to have that market be open to everybody, to the point where we say, hey, if you want to legalize marijuana, for example, then you have to allow people to be able to grow a plant or two in their house without criminalizing it and demanding the federal government kick the door down. If we're going to use Afghanistan as a regional hub to quote-unquote fight terror, which is exactly what's being explained to people, then what we really need to understand is what is terrorism. Terrorism, of course, is the wrong answer to the right question. The wrong answer is to attack civilians, to attack innocent people, but the right question is, how come there's a double standard of living? How come some people have way more than others? And it's not because of the legality of it, it's because of a system that was put into place before they even got there that designated who would be the haves and who would be the have-nots in that society. I think that addressing this, and especially the metaphor from Ibogaine, is that it's a naturally growing plant. It's not something synthetic that you need magical chemicals the way that we're all going to go home and eat something tonight that has magical chemicals in it that we don't know what it is, and we're addicted to that food because it tastes so good until we realize we're not addicted to the flavor of the food, we're addicted to the chemicals that they put on the food to make it delicious to us, to make us want it again. And in the reality, like I said, this is simply a microcosm for a world problem that's much larger, but let's address these issues one by one. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a wonderful presentation done by Dana Beal about the scientific nature, the medical nature of Ibogaine, and I really advise everybody to put as much pressure as you can on public officials to write, email, whatever you can, sign the list that we have up there, and please participate, because we want to make this a nationwide issue. And we're already going to do that if we can make it a global issue by building this center in Kabul to treat people who are dying of addiction. Thank you very much. Turn it up a little something.
It's always been just to make the enemy bleed, depriving the soldiers of the peace of mind that they need. Bullets are hard to telegraph when they bomb and they weave. The only way a guerrilla war can ever be over is when the occupation can't afford more soldiers, so they have to travel after you into the service, and you refuse because you don't see a purpose. Only way to counter the insurgents that are well equipped is to make the people fighting for freedom as terrorists. Then manufacture looking for foreign investment, install them in power and murder any objections. You can't stop a revolution from freedom, so to beat them or for people illusions of freedom. But when you're done dreaming and wake up taunting for treason, you can see them hiding behind the door they believe in. Deep in the trenches in the heart of the war, that's the place a martyr is born. Motherfucker is on during the night before the start of the dawn. That's the place a martyr is born. Motherfucker is on. Shots raining in the heart of the storm. That's the place a martyr is born. Motherfucker is on. Guerrilla war when the army is gone. That's the place a martyr is born. Motherfucker, it's on. New York City. Make some noise if you live in this little rock gallery. Can we put the rich man's world on for them? Just
I always wanted to do it because I felt like we always rhyming from the poor people's perspective in hip hop, from the individuals that are struggling, from the people living in the hood, from gangs, from violence. Why not write a song about how the richest of the rich people live? Those people that you don't even see because they're so rich. Those people who have to pay people to come see you because they're that rich. Those people who say, I never went to Harvard, but the people that work for me do, so drop it. Turn it up. Just repeat after me when I say it. It'll drop. I'm gonna say money, 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 and just repeat after me. Money, money, money. Embezzlement, etiquette, private settlement. I'm better with Confederate rhetoric from my mansion in Connecticut. Foreclosing the homes of the tenement. I twist words like a speech impediment.
to say to your girl, it's a rich man's world. There you go. When I say autistic, I don't mean retarded, but a genius light in a world of darkness. But regardless, the world is heartless. Cell phone targets for bombardments. I'm out of shits I used to give. So close to death, I see the lives I used to live. My future kids, I leave them with this tutelage. When I say hip-hop, I don't mean the music. I mean the culture, not the vultures. They're an ulcer. Fucking devils smell like sulfur. Fearless when I spit the flow. Talk with my hands like Cicero. And it won't be funny like Piscopo, cause romance and death is miserable. Someone gotta die, get the shit to go. I'm hungry and invincible. One nation indivisible. Betrayed by individuals, descendants of the criminals that pretended to be biblical. So I'm critical of those bankrupt in their spiritual. Double time, double tap, pop the Nina. Collapse your lungs like emphysema. I light one up with your subpoena, cause I glow like fish from Fukushima. I sing like Christians in the arena. Fed to the lions and hyenas. Massacred like Indonesia. Gone are the days of Iwo Jima, cause the surge wasn't just troops that we sent to Iraq. It was the surge of money we paid rebels not to shoot back. That's not victory, but it's history, and liberty's slope is slippery. More miscarriage and delivery. The green leaves are made of bigotry, so the Fed Reserve ain't shit to me. It's symmetry to tyranny with freedom and its imagery. So I'm firing artillery at every possibility. When my moment comes, fuck sympathy. You just keep fighting with dignity. I love that. It's called Toast to the Dead, produced by the late great Jay Dilla. I always tell people, yeah, as long as you keep a piece of that person that struggled with you, as long as you fight for what they would have fought for while they was alive, you always keep a piece of their spirit with them. Shout out to the occupiers in the house. Drop that shit. Yeah. Put a peace sign up in the air for everyone to know that doesn't matter. Brother Jay Dilla. Yes. Turn it up. Let's do it. Rest in peace. Here's another warrior song. Rep this life to the fullest. Rest in peace. Motherfuckers, say your prayers for brothers who died from black on black ground. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Check.
Y'all, it's close to them.
Yeah. Here's a toast to the dead. If you don't drink, smoke to the head. For the freedom fighters killed by the feds. For those who died hard in the streets, soaking in red. And died slow asleep in a dream, choking in bed. Here's a toast to the dead. For my enemies that are gone. I'm not a coward, so celebrating that would be wrong. I pray to God that your soul will come back again, so I can see you in the next life and finish it then. Toast to the dead for criminals burning in hell. I wonder how many presidents are burning as well. Emperors, popes, senators, generals, amputees feel unlucky until they see the vegetables. Toast to the dead for those who are forgotten, written out of history by the corrupted and rotten. Black saints whitewashed during La Reconquista. Thousands of indios, Spaniards used to conquer the Incas. Fuck a moment of silence, I need a moment of violence, like the 19th century Caribbean islands. Long live those who came before, that paved the way for me. Warriors and scientists that came before slavery. If that last lyric was predictable, take that clairvoyance and apply it to life in the physical. Presumptuous, half-hearted, homunculus. Self-destruction is the power without knowing what the function is. There's another warrior song. Rep this life to the fullest. Rest in peace. Motherfuckers, say your prayers for brothers who died from black on black ground. Rest in peace.
You ain't paying respect.
A peace sign up for everybody that's not here right now.
Sing, y'all, it's close to them.
Yeah, rest in peace. Here's a toast to the dead for all of my fam. I will never let an idea die with a man. My rhymes are like NASCAR lines designed to give a view of this. Jay Dilla's still alive as long as his music is. Toast to the dead for rap legends and pioneers. Your legacy won't be forsaken as long as I am here. Knowledge of the past and wisdom of the present. Our teacher leave in the hands of a worthy lieutenant. A toast to the dead for children with cancer and AIDS. A cure exists and you probably could have been saved. Sad to see medicine, divorce, morality, corporate home records, pimping up the salary. Toast to the dead exonerated by DNA. Only thing worse than giving freedom to the guilty is killing the innocent and leaving your soul filthy. Immortal technique, remember me when I'm gone. I encrypted my lyrics to stay alive in the song, so you'll always keep a piece of my spirit inside when you struggle to complete what I started before I died. But some of you won't survive the changes the earth makes, swallowed by tsunamis, hurricanes, and earthquakes. And that's just the first stage. If you cannot reverse ways and realize that we are one, regardless of our birthplace. Like a workout up here. All right, that's what y'all want? Let's do it. Yeah, I'm rock with this. We take it into the third world right now. For the people that set up this equipment, everything you see here, set up all these wires. Make some noise for the food, the free food, you freeloaders, eat that free food. And I only say this because I'm about to eat that free food. Thank you very much.